Alright, welcome back to part 3 of my Phoenix Wright Days Attorney Trilogy playthrough. Last time I finished case 3 and now it's time for case 4. So, let's do it. December 25th, 10:08 a.m. Red & Co. Law Offices. Hey Nick! Do you know if there are any good waterfalls around here? Waterfalls? Dare I ask why? Duh, Nick, isn't it obvious? I need a waterfall to stand under, preferably a freezing one. Oh, is that part of your spirit medium training? Of course, except I've been slacking off lately. I need to brave the elements and be forged anew under the rushing spring waters. Okay. I don't know about any falls per se, but Gourd Lake is pretty close. Oh, darn. Sorry, but them's the breaks. Couldn't you just take a cold shower or something? Good idea. So much for rushing spring waters. Next in the news, a large, unidentified animal was sighted at Gourd Lake. The town is buzzing with excitement. Locals are calling it Gourdy, in a tip of the hat to Nessie, the Loch Ness monster. Though its namesake, Nessie, proved to be a hoax, locals are confident their Gourdy is the real deal. Boring. Can't I show real news for a change? Nick? The water pressure is kind of low in that shower. You want more pressure, huh? Why don't you go down to the fire department and have them spray you with the hose? Good idea, Nick. Apparently, Fey blood is no aid in detecting sarcasm. We interrupt this program to bring you a special news bulletin. Strange occurrences continue at Gourd Lake, but this time it's a murder. Gourd Lake again? The body of a man was found in the lake early this morning. A suspect was apprehended. Sources inside the police department revealed that the suspect's name is Miles Edgeworth, age 24. Edgeworth was an up-and-coming prosecutor, known for his skill and connections. He was guaranteed a long and rewarding career. Has he thrown it all away? Edgeworth? What's going on? Edgeworth would never do something like... Nick? Maya! The fireman yelled at me when I called him. We've got bigger things to worry about than that. They arrested Edgeworth. What? You mean the prosecutor? Yeah, he's a suspect in a murder. What? When? Where? Whom? Why? How? I don't know. Let's go find out, Nick. December 25th, Detention Center Visitors Room. You know, Nick, we've all been in here one time or another, haven't we? I guess it comes with the territory. I'm not sure it's something we should mention to too many people. Ah. Hey, Edgeworth, come back. What are you doing here? Nick, I don't think he's in a very good mood. Well, he is in detention. Were you in a good mood when you were here? So you've come to laugh at the fallen attorney. Then laugh. Laugh. Well, why aren't you laughing? Nick, should we be laughing? Nah, it's a trick. Laugh and he'll get mad, or burst into tears. Edgeworth, we don't have so much free time, we can spend it coming... We don't have so much free time, we can spend it coming down here to laugh at you. Yes, you do. Actually, he's right. I hoped you wouldn't come. I didn't want you to see me. Not like this. I didn't want to see you like this either, believe me. Edgeworth, tell me what happened. Why should I? What are you going to do about it? Duh! We're going to help you, that's what. Help me? You? Don't be ridiculous. Sorry? You're a novice. You've only been in 3 trials. Hey! Sure, you got lucky and won all 3. But your luck's bound to run out someday. You need real skill, right? Experience. Nick, he's insulting you. Nick? Why am I always the one who has to get angry? The murder took place at Gourd Lake, correct? Yes, late last night. The lake is a long way away. The lake is a long way away from your offices and the courthouse. Why were you down there? I see no need to tell you. Mr. Edgeworth, you didn't really... Gordy. Huh? I went to see Gordy. Gordy? What's that? I'll tell you later. Why won't Edgeworth talk to us? Your attorney's badge? Edgeworth, let me defend you. Ha! Ha ha! Good one, right? But I'm not that hard up, not yet. What do you mean by that? Me? Trust a wet behind the ear lawyer with only 3 trials under his belt? Never. What? My case is near hopeless, right? Every defense attorney I've talked to has turned me down. What? Simply put, they were afraid they'd lose. It occurred to me that it might be my fault that they lack confidence. After all, I did get every one of their clients declared guilty. I don't believe it. Regardless, I don't want you involved in this. You in particular, I cannot ask to do this. Edgeworth, this is really hard for me to ask, but you didn't do it, right? Right? Think what you will. I have only one request. Huh? Stay out of this case. Why? But Nick is trying to help you. I know that. But I don't want your help, okay? Why not? Look, just go away and leave me alone. Nick, Mr. Edgeworth did it, didn't he? Maya, let's go investigate elsewhere. But Nick... December 25th, Gourd Lake Park entrance. This is where it happened? Yeah, Gurt Lake is in the middle of this park. I can see some police walking around in there. Questioning people, probably. Hey, isn't that Detective Gumshoe over there? Well, pal, there's enough of us here. Anyone found anything? Sorry, sir, nothing. Idiot, the trial's tomorrow. We need clues on the double. But sir, there weren't any clues. That's why we arrested that attorney, Mr. Edgeworth. It's clear, sir. He's the one who. Shut up! Just you try saying that again. I'll, I'll, I'll make you sorry if you do. So just get out of my face, pal. Yes, sir. Detective Gumshoe's kind of scary today. Recruits. Peh. Aha! Eeh. Hey, you're that Harry guy, Harry Butts. Right, Phoenix Wright. Will he ever learn my name? And just what are you doing here, pal? Investigating? Well, yes, I suppose. Well, I'm here to help. Ask me anything you want. Bring it! He seems different than usual. I wonder what's up. Mr. Edgeworth hasn't actually asked it to defend him yet. Huh? Oh, you don't say. Detective Gumshoe? Do you know what happened here? Huh? You don't know, pal? No? Oh, okay, Mr. Head in the Fluffy Pink Clouds lawyer. Head in the... Huh? Never mind, I'll tell you. It happened last night, about 15 minutes after midnight. There was a boat out on Gourd Lake. In that boat were two men. One of those men shot the other with a pistol. And the shooter was Mr. Edgeworth? A cop who arrived on the scene arrested him. How did they get there so fast? Well, there was a witness. When the report came in, we raced to the lake. A witness? Who was this witness? Sorry pal, that's confidential. Anyway, the witness saw everything, apparently. I'm sure they'll turn up at the trial tomorrow. Was there only that one witness? Yep, it was pretty cold out on the lake last night. And it was Christmas Eve after all. Still, we're being thorough. You never know when you're going to turn up another witness. That's why we're here today, checking things out. Yes, I finally caught a stream. Oh my god, my notifications. Oof. Well, glad you made it. So far, we're coming up empty. Oh, it's Christmas today. I'd forgotten. What are you getting for me for Christmas, Nick? Talk to Santa. Edgeworth. You don't think Mr. Edgeworth is a murderer, do you? Absolutely not. It's impossible. I don't care if there's a witness either. I don't believe a lick of it. Right. Who cares what the witness says? I care. You really believe in him, don't you, detective? Of course I do. But the police are pretty sure he's the killer. Nobody's even really taking this investigation that seriously. Oh no! After all the help Mr. Edgeworth has been to us, hard to imagine that no one's standing up to take his side. Well, at least you are, detective. At least you are. Is it true? No one will take Mr. Edgeworth's case? Yeah. He's a bit of a celebrity. If you defended him and lost, your reputation be sure to suffer. What's more, the case against him is, well, it's pretty solid. I suppose it would be if they have a witness. Hey, pal! don't tell me you're going to turn your back on him too. Remember that Steel Samurai case? Mr. Edgeworth helped you get your client declared innocent. I know. I went to Edgeworth. I tried. He really doesn't want us to represent him. Especially not us, he said. What? Well, that doesn't make any sense, pal. You should have heard him talking about you after that trial. Kept saying right, right, right over and over. Nick? I'm not sure that's a good sign. Neither am I. Why wouldn't he want your help? I don't get it. Detective Gumshoe, sir! What? Find something? No sir, not yet. But there was a call from the precinct. They want to hold an investigation briefing. A briefing? Right, I'm off. Oh? Sorry, pal. I guess you heard. I gotta go. Any last things you want to ask me about before I head back? I guess the autopsy report. Sure, we'll see him again. Well, yes. Do you have any information on the victim? Sorry. They haven't worked up the autopsy report yet. I'm still waiting for it myself. Actually, say if you get the time, drop by the precinct. We can talk more there, pal. You're not coming back, detective? Probably not, pal. So what should we do if we have something to talk to you about? Ah, right. Here, I'll show you how to get to the precinct. Come down and see me anytime. Directions to the police station received from Detective Gumshoe. Oh hey, Detective Gumshoe. What? Would like to take a look around in the park. Can we walk around? Yeah, no problem, pal. You got my permission. You know, Nick, I think there's something to be said for talking to people when they're busy. Yeah, they don't have time to think about not giving you information. Right, now let's get investigating. The sign says Gourd Lake Nature Park. This place is full of families picnicking on the weekend. But no waterfall. Not many picnickers come here for spiritual training, Maya. I feel winter's chill from the bare leaf trees today. I feel winter's chill from the bare leaf trees today. Huh. What is it about winter that turns people into poets? I don't know, but my toes are starting to feel numb. Yes, my poetry has that effect on some people. Let's walk around here. December 25th, Gourd Lake Public Beach. Wowzers, this is Gourd Lake? Yup. I'm not sure it warrants a wowzers though. Probably not. But hey, look at that snack stand. Samurai dogs? I want a samurai dog, please. I bet they're great. With a name like Samurai Dog, how could they not be? They're a little behind the times though. The kids are all into the pink princess now. I mean like, you know. Nope. Huh. Someone left some poppers here. You know, you pull the string. And it goes pop. Yeah, I know the ones. You see them a lot around New Year's. Hey Nick, they might be a clue. Let's take them. Come on, admit it. You just want to pop them, right? Was it that obvious? Poppers, we'll take them. I suppose it couldn't hurt. Huh? Where'd they go? Into my pocket. A classic party noisemaker. Pull the string and it goes bang. Not very clue-worthy. We're keeping them anyways. A lineup of plax a lineup of plastic benches. I guess the idea is you buy a dog and eat here. I doubt anyone would sit here and eat on a day like this. Except maybe Maya, if she had a samurai dog. Huh? I almost didn't see that signpost. Left, Botox, right exit. Wow, Cord Lake is really big. Yeah. Say, Nick, why is it called Gourd Lake? Oh, well, a long time ago they used to grow gourds here. Whoa, no way! I was sure it was because the lake looked like a gourd when viewed from above. You know, like an hourglass shape. Well, it is shaped like a gourd actually, but that's just a coincidence. Oh, okay. The trash can is empty. At least the place is well maintained. A hot dog stand, it's closed. The Christmas fringe looks a little half-baked. The banner reads Samurai Dogs. Somebody needs to redecorate. Guess we've looked at everything here. Let's go into the woods. December 25th, Gourd Lake Woods. I like it here, Nick. Look, someone's camping. They've got guts camping at the scene of a murder. Hey, Nick. If they were camping here last night, they might know something about the murder. That's true. Good call, Maya. Let's go talk to them. I like how this no camping sign is literally there. The sign says no camping. Funny place to pick a... Funny place to pick to pitch your tent. Wait, what if the sign said no setting tents on fire? I don't think they have signs like that. Oh. This SUV has seen better days. It's dented all over. I can't believe anyone would drive their car down here. Hey, Nick. What, don't tell me you're hungry again. No. I was just wondering, why are camping pots and pans made of aluminum? They didn't talk about that in any of the law books. So there's no law saying they have to be made out of aluminum then. I'm not having this conversation. There's food and some magazines on the sheet. It takes a pretty tough skin to camp in this cold. The trees grow quite thick here. Further back, the trees fade into the shadow where the sunlight can't reach them. Thick. Yeah, the woods are thick. This camera has a mic and some sort of attachment. It must take pictures when triggered by a noise. Wow, cool. Let's try it out. Hi, I'm Nick. Maybe I'm not saying it loud enough. Hey, I'm Nick! Huh. Will you stop that? Maybe it's broken? Don't kick it. Maybe it isn't set to respond to voices. Well, what then? These things? The party poppers. Nice going, Maya. Well, it responded. Yeah! Hey you, get your hands off that! What in the Sam Hill? Look what you done now. There goes a whole roll of film. Ah, what? Huh? Sorry. Sorry, it's nice, but it don't pay my bills. Y'all know how much a roll of that film costs? I'll pay you back. What were y'all thinking, setting off a party popper in a place like this? Well, what? Don't try to play stupid with me just cause you think I'm some country bumpkin. Yeah, I know y'all Yanks think. I say, those Southern folks talk with that exaggerated drawl. Why, they must be dumb. Well, let me tell you, just because I might be dumb, don't mean we all are. Nick, help. And who are you now? Her chaperone? Yeah, no, rather, we're sort of friends? Just figure out what y'all are gonna say and say it for bejesus's sake. God, I'd rather sit through one of Papa's draws than listen to your stutter all day. Oh boy. Guess we should pay her for the film. Watch it! Yes, ma'am. On second thought, I'll pay later. I'm really sorry. Good grief. What? Can't you see I'm changing to film on my camera here? Someone, I'm not naming any names, but someone used up a whole roll. Sorry. That didn't work. I wonder if I have anything to show her that would get her attention. What? Can't you see I'm changing? Oh. Do you have anything we can present to her? This is my badge. Huh? Aren't badges supposed to be all shiny and impressive? You a cop or something? I'm a lawyer. What? Y'all ain't gonna try to pull one of them lawsuits on me over that film now. Cause I'll have y'all know, I'm a fighter and I wrestled meaner looking things than you. No, that's not it at all. We're here investigating a murder that took place here on the lake. A murder? Sounds cool. Why didn't y'all say that in the first place? Go ahead, ask me anything you like. Finally, some cooperation. You two, y'all can come out of hiding now. I won't bite hard. Come to think of it, where did Maya get to? Sorry. I was feeling a little overwhelmed. The culture gap and all that. Never you mind, honey. I can talk Yank for ya if it pleases you. Thanks. I think I'll be okay. Great then. I'm Lotta Hart, but y'all can call me Lotta. I'm here photographing meteor showers for a research project. Mighty pleased to meet ya. Oh yeah, when was that murder anyway? I ain't seen much television lately. It happened late in the night. It happened late in the night on Christmas Eve. That's so, Christmas Eve. A man on the boat was shot. Did you see anything? Well, let me see. A boat, you say? I reckon I might have seen one, not sure though. Y'all gotta remember I've been watching this here lake for a good 3 days now. I've seen enough boats to choke a mule. Kinda hard to remember which I seen when. So, what is it you do, Lotta? Huh? Me? Haha, y'all don't really wanna know that, do ya? Actually, I'm a research student at Country U, right in the heart of the heartland. Wow, neat! Nick, she's a research student at the university, Country U. So I hear. So, when did you come up here? Let me see. I guess it was about 3 days ago. What are you photographing? Didn't I tell y'all that already? Meteors. Yep, meteor showers. Falling stars. That's quite a camera you have there. Y'all better know it. It's German made, a genuine Solingen. Isn't that where they make knives? What's that device you have stuck to the camera? Huh? Device? Your camera went off all by itself when I fired my party popper. Oh, that. That mic triggers the shutter whenever it detects a certain sounds. It's programmed to pick up loud noises right now. A programmable camera. Neat. Lotta's camera set to automatically take a picture when a loud noise is detected. Faces the lake. Lotta? Yeah? Sir camera, it triggers on loud explosion noises. Yep. Actually, the victim in the case we're researching, he was shot with a pistol. A pistol? Right, now wouldn't a gunshot make a similar noise to our party popper? Guess it would. Your camera didn't get a picture of the murderer, did it? Hey, you're all pretty bright. I see what you're saying. Tell you what, I'll have a look-see at my film. It would have been a photo taken last night. I checked them once, don't remember if there was anything on them though. But if I got something, I could be a witness to a genuine murder. Yeehaw! I'll go check that film. Y'all come back now, you hear? She went inside her SUV. Guess we should come back later. Hey, Aku. Guess we can go to the boat rental shop. December 25th, boat rental shop. Nick, what is this place? A boat rental shop, closed for Christmas, it seems. I guess a murder taking place on one of those boats won't be good for business either. Boat? I've never ridden on a boat. Really? Well, how about we go out on one when the trial is finished? Hey, good idea. You bet. There are some boats floating at the docks. Was one of these boats used in the murder, I wonder? Nick? Huh? I changed my mind. I don't really want to go for a boat ride. A small boat rental shop. Doesn't look like anyone is around. They're probably closed because it's Christmas. There's more forest off that way. I doubt I'd find any helpful clues in there. Well, this place is pretty useless then. Okay, guess we can go to the precinct then. December 25th, Police Department Criminal Affairs. I guess Detective Gumshoe is still in that meeting. Hey! Thanks for coming down, pal. Detective Gumshoe. We just finished a meeting, for better or for worse. I get the feeling we're in some bad news. We're in for some bad news. Victim. Do you know anything about the victim yet? No, still can't ID him. Has Mr. Edgeworth said anything? Not a word. So how did the meeting go? I can't tell you, pal. You're a lawyer. True. You know, I don't know what to believe anymore. Yo! Hi, Ulu. You missed, well, Edgeworth's been accused of murder. And we're investigating, so that's what you've missed. Sure, Mr. Edgeworth's human like you or me. Still, I get the feeling that if he'd done something wrong, he wouldn't go hiding it. That's just the kind of guy he is. Why can't anyone else see that? So, do you think Mr. Edgeworth did it? Yeah, we're saving Edgeworth. Well, he hasn't accepted our defense request yet. Well, the trial's starting tomorrow as scheduled. I see. Hey, in the end, you did tell us about the meeting. Don't go telling anyone else, pal. Also, Detective Gumshoe is kind of on our side, I guess. Yes, sir. And do me a favor. Stand by Mr. Edgeworth. He needs help, and you're the ones to help him. I'm sure he's got some reason why he won't talk to us. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. Detective Gumshoe? How come you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? Well, I think that was obvious. We got a strong working relationship, us two. We trust each other, and that's how it works. A working relationship? See, Mr. Edgeworth always gets his defendants declared guilty every time. Yeah, his methods might be a little extreme at times, but there's a reason. He trusts our investigation, see? He trusts us to get the right man. That's why I work extra hard, pal. We've got to earn that trust he places in us. I see. Mr. Edgeworth is a man you can trust. And you have my word on that. I was wondering, did you ever get that autopsy report? Oh, that? Yeah, I made a copy for you. Time of death, sometime on the 24th or 25th. Cause, 1 bullet shot to the heart. Thank you. Nick? Huh? Can you show me that photo of the victim? That face? Someone you know? I don't know. I just have this feeling that I met him somewhere a long time ago. Well, I hope it helps you, pal. Thanks, detective. Okay. I think we can go back to Lotta. December 25th, Gourd Lake Woods. Hey, y'all! Lotta! Wait up a sec, we got bingo. Bingo? My automatic camera took 2 pictures last night. Hey! This is them, take a look. Wait. See? He's shooting him with that pistol. It looks like that, yes. But you can't really tell who that is shooting. Yeah, well, there was enough fog out there last night to strangle a bullfrog. But you know, seeing those photos reminded me of something. What? I saw the murder happen. I'm a witness. What? Are you serious? Of course. How do you forget? Never mind. Y'all reckon I should tell the cops? I reckon so, I reckon no. I reckon so. What's that? Don't y'all trying to go mock my accent. I'm a sensitive lady. Hey, so I'm off to talk to the cops. Y'all can have this photo. Later. Wait, Lotta. What, can't y'all see I'm kinda busy? Tell us what you saw too, please. Nice try, honey, but I wasn't born yesterday. I'm a witness, and that means I'm on the side of justice, and that means the cops. Sooner eat the south side of a northbound skunk than tell you. Lotta! Don't let it get to your skivvies in a bunch. Friends today, enemies tomorrow. Or was that the other way around? No matter, I'm gone. Hey, maybe they'll let me do some testifying. Hot darn. She left. Well, that's one more witness. What do we do now, Nick? Well, if she saw something, there's not much we can do about it. The question is, what exactly did she see? Guess we'll find out in the trial tomorrow. Taken automatically on 12 on December 25th at 12:15 a.m. December 25th, Gourd Lake Public Beach. Looks like the police have given up their interviewing. Hey! Ah! Nick, I think Santa's mad at you. Long time no see, Nick. Nick, you know Santa? Whoa, Nick and Saint Nick. Hey, I see the connection. Don't be ridiculous. Dude, it's me. Larry, what are you doing here? Isn't it obvious? I'm working my day job. I sell samurai dogs. Want one? Gotta get money for dates, you know? My girl Kianse deserves the best. Kianse? Another model, I hope. Oh, Kianse is a fine woman, Nick. It was her idea that I wear this costume. She was all, you do girlfriend, you know? You go girlfriend. She bought this costume for me. That's great, Larry. Wow, a Sonic costume? She must be really nice. Whoa, cute. Nick, who's she? She's not your... Not my... What? No, she's not. I'm his partner, Maya Faye. I'm, the little sister. Sister? Wow, Nick, must be tough. Working 9 to 5, having to take care of a little sister. No, I'm not Nick's sister. I'm my older sister's little sister. Huh, sounds great. Don't worry, man, he's not listening. Hey, Larry. There was a murder here last night. And since you work here, have you heard anything? Nick, you're wasting your time. Last night was Christmas Eve. He was with Fiance, obviously. He wouldn't have been standing out here in the cold. Oof. I think what you just said caught him off guard, Maya. No, it's just Fiance is not in town right now. She's in Hawaii on a photo shoot. Your wife is being hyper stupid today? That's unfortunate. A model, I knew it. Seems fine now though? Okay. Well, anyway, there was a murder here on the lake. The trial's tomorrow. Huh, neat. The defendant is Edgeworth, Miles Edgeworth. Nick? Why would Larry know Edgeworth? Whoa, Nick! You don't mean that Miles Edgeworth, old Edgy? Yeah, he's a murder suspect. Whoa, murder? Huh? You know Mr. Edgeworth, Larry? Yeah, of course. Edgy was in the same class as us in grade school. What? So, Mr. Edgeworth was your classmate, Larry? Wow, that's edgy. Yeah, Nick, him and I used to hang out all the time. Wow, I never knew. Don't get me wrong, he's always been kind of a stick in the mud. Studying all the time, trying to be like his father. Like his father? Yeah, Edgy's pop was a famous defense lawyer back in the day. Wow. Wait. You said defense lawyer? Yeah. Wait a second. But Mr. Edgeworth is a prosecuting attorney. What? Edgy's got a proboscis on his knee? No, he's a prosecuting attorney. That's like the total opposite of a defense lawyer. Huh, go figure. I always used to talk about defending the weak, who are unable to defend themselves. Man, he used to go on and on about man's duty to society and all that. What a bore. I wonder what changed his mind though. Do you know, Nick? Nick? Tell me about the dogs. Huh? You mean the samurai dogs? Why are they samurai dogs? I mean they kind of look gourd shaped. Oh well, originally they were gourd dogs. You know, like guard dogs. Ouch. The samurai thing was Tiance's idea. Oh, she's my woman, you know. She was all change the name and you go, girlfriend. She made that banner. Man, the kids can't get enough of those samurai dogs. Um, something about that just seems wrong. And guess what? We're getting a ton of customers here at the lake. What with the big news? The big news? Yeah, Gordy. Gordy? What's Gordy? Huh? You mean you don't know? It's here, in this very lake. A giant, mysterious monster. Gordy. Monster? Yeah. Check it out. This is an article from yesterday's newspaper. There's a photo. Wow, it's really real. Hot news. Giant life form appears in Gourd Lake. Nick, a monster. A real monster. Yeah, it's probably just a log or something. Right? Hey, there's a quote here from the person who took the photo. What's this? I set the camera to automatic, and when we got into the frame, I heard a loud bang, like an explosion, followed by the sound of something slipping into the water. OMG, it's a stick. No, it's a Loch Ness monster. I wish I could have seen it. Why would there be a sound like an explosion? Larry, could I borrow this article from you? Sure, no problem. That'll be $1 million. 1 million? Grow up, Larry. Article about a monster sighted at Gourd Lake. Thank you, Larry. Huh? Oh, that's your attorney's badge, isn't it? Dude, you really helped me out back there in that trial. Sorry I can't pay you. Sorry I can't really pay you. Cause you blow it all on Kianse. But you can haul off the dogs you want. That will be 20 minutes. Really? Larry, if you let her at your dogs, you won't have any left for the other customers. Hey, no problem, if that's what makes her happy, you know? How many times do I have to remind you that it was me who got you off the hook? What's that? It's a camera. You take pictures with it. Huh? Larry, you mean you don't know what a camera is? Of course I know. Hey, you're looking at a bona fide junior high graduate. I was talking about the weird contraption on the camera. Oh, that. Well, it's hard to explain, just forget about it. Well, don't go showing me it, Denchies. What's this? You know, my eyes have been getting pretty bad lately, Nick. Actually, the photo's blurry, Larry. It was taken last night. Last night? Sorry, Nick. Hey, Larry, do you know this man? Who's this? I don't know, that's why I asked you. Who's this, Maya? Well, oh wait, Maya said she had seen him before, didn't she? Maybe we can go to the back to the precinct. December 25th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs. Not a Gumshoe in sight. If you're looking for Detective Gumshoe, he's in the questioning room. Apparently, an important witness turned up. He'll be in there for a while. A lot of heart. It has to be. Uh-oh. Hmm. Well, hmm. Maybe... Maybe I look around here? Whoops. An expensive-looking camera faces the lake. Next to it is a large microphone and a blue plastic sheet. Looks like a computer is attached to the camera. I don't know if there's too much we can investigate. We talked with him about everything. We examined everything at the boat rental shop. Maybe now that they've examined the camera? Nah. Guess we can examine around here. This must be the chief of the detectives here. He's glued to his computer screen. What? Gourd Lake? Gourd decided? I don't believe it. Shouldn't you be reading something more important? Poster of a female police officer. Wait, no, that's the latest Babes in Uniform calendar. My bad. Oh gee. These are the detectives' desks. There are computers and files on each one. Funny, they're a lot tidier than I expect. I guess the detectives don't spend a lot of time at their desks. That must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. Move in the crowd. Wear drab clothes. IS 144P, my favorite resolution. Try 144I. Never enter the target's field of vision. You must be doing image training for trailing. Definitely. Hey, is that the police department's mascot? That's the blue badger. It was my idea, I made it. It's my mascot. I see, how nice. I'll get him a signed mascot of the Criminal Affairs Department. If it's the last thing I do. Good luck. Very cool. What is it? Oh, nothing. Just something's been bothering me. Could you show me that autopsy report once more? Hey, I remember now. This guy. He's a lawyer that was at that office Mia worked at. I met him once when I went there to hang out with Sis. That office? Wait, you mean Grossberg's office? Right, that guy. That was the last name I expected to come up. Maybe I should go talk to him for old time's sake. The painting still isn't there. Nice. He never got it back from Red White. Ahem. Ah, that old familiar clearing of the throat. Aha, you're Mia's something, are you not? I was her understudy, yes. Phoenix Wright. Aha, and you're Mia's something too, are you not? Her little sister, yes. You've grown. You've come to look a lot like your sister, you know? It takes me back. Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see? Mr. Grossberg, sir? Hmm? Ah, yes, I beg your pardon. Of course you came here to discuss something. What is it then? Something the matter? What happened? There was a murder last night. A murder? You haven't heard? I just got up, you see. Well, Miles Edgeworth shot someone with a pistol. Edgeworth? What? Who did he shoot? Well, the identity of the victim is still unknown. This is terrible news indeed. I guess he hadn't heard anything. That painting. Mr. Grossberg? Whatever happened to that painting? Oh, yes. I do not think it shall ever be coming back home to this office. I can't exactly claim it as stolen. I suppose it's just my desserts. Old bitter desserts. Okay, well, we came here to present the dude. Strange. Feel as though I've seen this man somewhere before. Ah! Did you remember? He was a lawyer here in my office. That's Hammond, Robert Hammond. Mr. Hammond? And you say this is the man Miles Edgeworth shot? Robert Hammond. Who is this Hammond guy anyway? Mr. Hammond. He was the defense attorney in that case. That case? Yes, the DL6 incident. DL6? Why does that sound so familiar? Perhaps you remember? I'm sure someone mentioned it during the trial of for Mia's murder. That was the incident where the police were so at a loss to use the spirit medium. Wait, you don't mean... Was that medium my mother? Yes, my dear. The spirit medium, Misty Fey, your mother, contacted the spirit of the victim. But the case was a loss. No conviction was made. The DL6 incident. The DL6 incident, yes. Happened 15 years ago. A very strange case indeed. They never caught the criminal, right? Correct. Misty Fey used her powers to talk to the spirit of the Misty Fey used her powers to talk to the spirit of the late victim. Her testimony led to charges being laid against one man. But Mr. Hammond won the case and the suspect was declared innocent. And the police blamed my mother, calling her a fraud? You're the one who helped her out then, right, Mr. Grossberg? Yes, quite. Thank you. No, please, don't mention it. DL6. Never thought I'd hear that name again. But wait, what does that case have anything to do with Mr. Edgeworth? It has everything to do with Mr. Edgeworth, my dear. The victim in the DL6 incident was none other than his father, Gregory Edgeworth. What? His father? If you want to know more, you should ask him yourself. Show him this, I'm sure he'll talk to you. Wait, this is a photograph of my mother. Misty Fey's photo, an old photograph, DL6 incident, Exhibit A, is written on the back. This is getting intense. Misty Fey, mother of Mia and Maya Fey, show this photograph to Miles Edgeworth. He'll have something to say to you then. So this is the moment the crime took place, eh? Yes, you can't really say for sure that's Edgeworth. I'm not sure whether that's a good or bad thing. Not sure at all. So this camera on the lake takes a photo whenever it hears an explosion sound. That's what she said. That's what she said. And it just happened to be set up on the beach, pointing out on the lake. Yes, she said it was to photograph shooting stars. Shooting stars, explosions. What's the connection? I'd be suspicious of this witness of yours. You've really grown up in the past few years, my dear. How proud Mia would be if she could see you now. She said she was more worried about me than anything. Aw, just go on and take the compliment, will you? Guess we're going to Edgeworth. December 25th, Detention Center Visitors Room. What's this? I was hoping you'd gotten my message the first time. Edgeworth, what about your defense? It's no concern of yours. Guess he hasn't found anyone yet. Can I ask you about the murder? Right. I'll ask you again, just leave me alone. Please try to understand. I'm not doing this to prove I'm tough or because I look down on you. Yo, I'm back, yo! Welcome back, Snorlax lover. You've actually missed some backstory. So basically, the victim in this case was Robert Hammond, was a lawyer in the DL6 incident, and the victim in the DL6 incident, which was 15 years ago, was Edgeworth's father. But they never found the true culprit. I'm not doing this to prove I'm tough or because I look down on you. I just don't want you anywhere near this case, understand? Why did you go to Gourd Lake? That's a lot of backstory. I have no intention of telling you. Nor, apparently, would you tell Detective Gumshoe. Detective Gumshoe was really worried about you. Just present to him the photo. Edgeworth? It's only been a matter of hours since you last visited. Yet you've made incredible progress in your investigation. I'll admit it, I'm impressed, right? You were always single-minded in your work, though. Once you start on something, you always see it through, don't you? Oh my god, that emote. Pensive. About the DL6 incident. Right, DL6. I didn't want you to find out about it. That is why I refused your offer to defend me. I'm sorry if it sounded like I thought you weren't up to the job. I just wanted to keep you away from DL6. Why is there something in my throat? Please help. Don't die, please. So, do you still think it would have been better for me to stay away? I don't know, but I see no point in hiding anything from you now. Thanks, I'll try not to. Very well. Ask whatever you like, and I'll answer to the best of my abilities. The DL6 incident. The DL6 incident was when my father died. Right before my eyes. He was shot and killed, and I saw it all. What is their strategy or not? My memories from that time are foggy. I suppose it's a self-defense mechanism. In any case, a suspect was arrested, a man. It's pretty clear he was the only one who could have killed my father. The spirit medium they used to talk to my late father said the same thing. It was an attorney by the name of Robert Hammond that cleared the suspect's name. And Hammond is the victim in the Gourd Lake murder? Correct. That sweet medium, that was my mom. Hug my keeps. What? You mean you're... It's strange. I thought that terrible incident was about to end, and now this. About to end? The DL6 incident happened 15 years ago. 15 years ago, on December 28th. The statute of limitations on the case runs out in 3 days. What? Nick, what does that mean? When a case's statute of limitation runs out, legally, the case never happened. 3 days from now, DL6 will be closed forever. The suspect. What happened to the suspect? Don't who got off innocent? I don't know. He disappeared from public view. Nobody knows where to. If he's still alive, he'd be about 50 years old now. Guess I can understand why he'd go into hiding. Ah, okay. It'd be hard to live a normal life after being a murder suspect in such a big case. So was your father a lawyer? He was. Gregory Edgeworth. He was quite famous at the time, apparently. Ah, that's bad. Yeah, that's not good. So, you were sort of trying to follow in his footsteps. I'd rather not talk about it. Your attorney's badge? I can't say I really want to see one of those right now. Fair enough. I'm sorry, I can't think of anything I want to say about that. Who would have thought there'd be a photo? Edgeworth, did he shoot him? What do you think, Wright? I don't think you're the kind to point a gun at anyone, no. So you didn't shoot him? No, I didn't. It wasn't me. I'm sorry, but I don't have anything to say about that. Right. It pains me to ask you this now. I know, you want us to defend you. Yes, will you? Of course we will. Ah, who could have guessed this day would come? Not me. This is my chance to finally pay you back. Pay him back? Pay me back? For what? I don't remember ever doing anything for you. Never mind. I guess you don't really need to know. Huh? My letter of request. Please give it to Detective Gumshoe. Edgeworth's request. Document proving Edgeworth's request for an attorney. Well, I guess we should... What's that? Earthquake! Nick! It's a big one! Wow! It's calming down. Edgeworth is hard. True. Ooh, that was scary. Huh? Where's Edgeworth? There! He's on the floor in a ball, shivering. Guess he doesn't do so well with earthquakes. Heard of running, but curling up in a ball. Well, I guess we're done. Mr. Edgeworth doesn't seem like he's going to stand up anytime soon. Oh my god. Poor Edgeworth. Let's go, Nick. Right. We have to get Edgeworth's letter of request to Detective Gumshoe. December 25th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs. What's going on here? What's wrong, Detective? This white lady comes in here just a while ago. She came to talk to y'all after hearing what Mr. Wright had to say. What's this all about, pal? Lot of heart. Why are you going around finding more witnesses? You want to give Mr. Edgeworth the death sentence, pal? No, not at all. Just, I mean, she did see something. There's nothing I can do about that. I can't go around covering up evidence. You're trying to say something about the way I do my job. No, sir. daughter's testimony. So, what did Mrs. Hart say? She says she saw Mr. Edgeworth fire the pistol. What? She even had a photograph to prove it. Right, I saw it too. But I really can't tell from the photo who it is shooting. That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. She said it'll drop the quality by a mite, but should let us see who's who. She can do that? Okay, there's going to be an enlarged photograph that shows Edgeworth in the act. Great. Just great. In any case, she's going to be the one testifying tomorrow. Huh? What happened to the other witness? Well, apparently there was a cancellation. A cancellation? Curious. Tomorrow's trial. I'm afraid tomorrow is going to be life or death for poor Mr. Edgeworth. We got a witness who says she saw the very moment of the murder. And we got a photo taken when the shot rang out. I'd say that sounds like a pretty unwinnable case. But wait, what did Mia used to say? If he's innocent, there's gotta be something I've overlooked. Edgeworth. It sounds like Mr. Edgeworth is going to ask the state to assign a public defender. I was just asked to file the paperwork. But you still got time, pal. Go talk to him again, for me, please. You have to convince him. You have to make him let you defend him, please. I know you're the only one who can do it, pal. You're the only one who can save Mr. Edgeworth. Look what I got. Hey, you did it, pal. Glad I waited till the last minute to fill those papers. I'll rip him up and start new ones for you. Thanks, detective. Well, see you in court tomorrow then. Good luck, pal. Hey, you guys feel that earthquake a little while back? I was worried. Worried? We're fine. I lived out here my whole life. I'm pretty used to them by now. Oh, I wasn't worried about you two. I was worried about Mr. Edgeworth. Alright. He did seem to overreact a little now that you mention it. Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. It was a pretty big quake. I'm going to check on him. You two go and get your rest for tomorrow's trial. Later. I wonder what it is, I wonder what it is with Mr. Edgeworth and earthquakes. Wonder. He was not ever that scared of them when he was in school. Then again, I only really got to know him in 4th grade. He transferred to another school after that. I wonder what happened to Edgeworth. To be continued. Epic. Very epic. Day 2 trial. Already day 2. Yeah, I guess it would be day 2, right? December 26th, 9:44 a.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 2. Karma? That's right. Manfred von Karma. He's the best prosecutor there is. He hasn't lost a case in his 40-year career. He's a god of prosecution, right? A god! Not a single case? He'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. Sounds like someone else I know, Edgeworth. You don't understand. I mean, he'll really do anything. Manfred von Karma is a man to be feared. That's quite a claim coming for someone who forges evidence. He taught me what it really means to prosecute. What? Just picture prosecutor as vicious as me, multiplied by a factor of 10. Ugh. So is he your teacher then, Mr. Edgeworth? Something like that. And now he's trying to get you found guilty? What a creep! Oh wait, Maybe he's planning on losing on purpose to help you out. Not a chance. He hasn't lost one in 40 years. 40 years! He's as ruthless as me. Times 20! That's pretty ruthless. Like I said, he's a god amongst prosecutors. Guess that's something like Mia was to me. Speaking of Mia, Maya? Uh-huh. You could really be using Mia's help right now, don't you think? Oh, I can't. Sorry, I tried. I really tried. But I couldn't reach. You couldn't reach? I think it's because I haven't been training. My powers are weak again. Oh man, what bad timing. I'm really sorry. I'll try my best. I hope so. What are you whispering about? Oh, it's nothing. Well, it's time. Let's head in. December 26th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Von Karma, is the prosecution ready? Fool. You seriously think I would stand here were I not completely prepared? Oh my god, it's Satan. Yeah, this dude is literally Satan. Just wait until we get to the proceedings. Right, my apologies. He's even got the judge scared. Very well, your opening statement, please. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. That should be fine. The prosecution may call its first witness. What's with this guy? Is he royalty or something? How am I supposed to fight against this? I call the detective in charge of this case. Detective Dick Gumshoe. Okay, Gumshoe's first. Let's see how this goes. Describe the incident, now. Yes, sir. Detective Gumshoe looks nervous. Please take a look at the map. The murder happened late Christmas Eve, around midnight. There was one boat in the very middle of the lake. There were 2 men on the boat. Now, there happened to be a woman camping here on the edge of the lake. At 12:10 a.m., she heard 2 pistol shots. One bullet shot to the heart. So guess the second shot came from somewhere else, I don't know. Then the boat started to move. It went towards the boat rental shop. One could have missed. They were really close to each other though. Indeed. Overhead map added to the court record. Testify to the court about the arrest, now. Wait, Mr. Von Karma. Yes? Actually, I'm the one that's supposed to be handling these proceedings. Wrong, there is only one thing you need to do here. You will slam down your gavel and say the word guilty. That is your role. Yes, of course, you're quite right. No, he's not! Witness testimony, the arrest of Edgeworth. A man called into the... Wait, also the photos. Well, never mind. A man called into the... A man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. I didn't suspect him of anything at all. But the next morning, a body was found in the lake. So I had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. Karma is a bitch. Nice one. Begin your cross-examination, attorney, now. The arrest of Mr. Edgeworth. Didn't 30 minutes after midnight. So that would mean he lost 15 minutes? Because the photos were taken at 12:15. I'm just gonna press. You received a call from a man? Yep. But you said there was a woman camping there. She was the one who heard the 2 gunshots, right? The woman and the man who called in the report are 2 different people, obviously. Different people? There are 2 witnesses. Ugh. Their testimonies were quite similar, however. Did I have summoned the woman who was camping? The woman who was camping, rather hard. What happened next, detective? We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. No buffering? Ah. No. How long was it between receiving the report and your arrival at the lake? Oh, well, I'd say it was about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Just get a good Wi-Fi. Our motto for the month is get there quick. Detective, you will refrain from casually revealing department secrets. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. I look forward to your next year's salary review. As soon as you get good Wi-Fi too. So much to look forward to these days. This is no time for dejected daydreaming. Continue. Shut the up. Yes, sir. That's where I found Mr. Edgeworth. That was Mr. Edgeworth? Like when you saw him then? Well, from what I saw, he looked pretty relaxed. Not like a murderer at all, really. Actually, he shuts down like a boss. The error message 404. Detective, the court requires the facts, not your opinion. How many years have you been on the force? Facts only, detective. Hard, cold, objective facts. Yes, sir. 404, logic not found. Man, he's got his share of objections. No, I didn't suspect him of anything at all. Why didn't you think he was suspicious? You should know. We have a deep, trusting relationship with the prosecutors. Detective, the court isn't interested in your musings. Deep, trusting, poppycock. I've never heard so many flippant comments from an active detective on the force. Detective Gumshoe doesn't look so good. Continue, now. Deep. Deep. But the next morning, a body was found in the lake. Oh, yeah. Did you find any clues on the body? A single bullet was recovered from the body. He was shot through the heart, fatally. Judge, here's the bullet. It didn't strike the bone. It didn't strike bone. So its shape is well preserved. Very well, the court accepts this bullet into evidence. Finding the victim's body fired from a .22 caliber pistol. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. Why is that? Well, we found a murder weapon in the boat. A murder weapon? A pistol. Detective Gumshoe. That is a vital piece of information. Please revise your testimony. Right, sorry, Your Honor. .22 caliber pistol. I bet the pistol cannot fire point rounds. Shaking my head, how did it not hit the bone? Maybe the victim is boneless. Have you thought of that? What about the pistol made it decisive evidence? Ah, he has the same evil laugh as Edgeworth. XD, bruh. Can I get a bonus victim? Well, you just have to be um, the prosecutor defense attorney in this case. Then you get the bonus victim. There were fingerprints on the pistol found in the boat. Oh, there were? There were clear prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand. What? Oh shit. Order. So Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon? Yes, Your Honor. Judge, this is the weapon in question. Accepted into evidence. Is Edgy right-handed? Yeah, Edgy is right-handed. That might be the murder weapon. .22 caliber fired three times? Bears prints from Edgeworth's right hand. So many inconsistencies in this testimony. 3 times, but there were only 2 gunshots. But then the photo was taken at midnight. Yet the call came in at 30 past midnight. Members of the court, we now have the pistol used in the murder and the bullet found in the body. Detective. Yes, sir. Was the bullet found in the body fired from this pistol? Yes, the ballistic markings on the bullet match the pistol. Hey Nick, what does he mean, ballistic markings? Shocking! To imagine someone here does not know something as basic as ballistic markings. Nick, he's glaring at me. Very well, I'll explain. Actually, Judge, you do it. Hey, me? Ballistic markings are like the fingerprints of a gun. The barrel leaves distinctive marks on each bullet it fires. You can examine these ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired the shot. It's quite accurate. Indeed. This leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was without a doubt fired from this pistol. This pistol, which, as you may recall, was covered with the defendant's own fingerprints. Order. This is bad. This makes it look like Edgeworth did it. Well, Judge, I say it's almost decisive, yes. Honestly, I could declare a verdict at this point. However, you wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt. Very well. I'm somewhat fatigued, and so I will take a brief break. I will call my witness after the recess, which will last 10 minutes. Judge, yes? What are you doing? A 10-minute recess, now. But wait, just bang your flimsy gavel and get on with it, man. Yes. This court will take a 10-minute recess. Who's running this court anyway? Gosh, this guy is powerful. Edgeworth, what's going on here? Your fingerprints were on the murder weapon. And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot that man was the person in the photo. True. Was that you in the boat? Yes, it was me. What? But you must believe me, I didn't shoot him. Then who did? I don't know. You don't know? Weren't you right there? I heard a gunshot from very close by. Then the other man fell from the boat. I can't say why, but I thought at the time that he had shot himself. You mean it was suicide? That's the only explanation I can come up with. How am I going to convince anyone of that? Say Maya. Huh? What? Any progress with Mia? Oh, sorry, it's no good. Ugh, I know. I'm not good for anything, am I, Nick? If I can't call my sister, I might as well not be here, right? Nah, no, of course not. I need you here. I can see you're always trying to help out. Even if you don't actually help. It's the thought that counts, right? It's okay, Nick. You don't have to make me feel better. I don't know anything about trials or defense. What's more, I'm a spirit medium who can't even contact spirits. Aw, everyone has their off days. I mean, I've just been getting lucky lately. But you never know when my luck is going to run out. Really? He's angry. Whoa, right. Don't jinx this case any more than it already is. It's bad for my heart. Oh, sorry. Whoops. Court is back in session. Mr. Von Karma, call your witness. Yes. Will Miss Lottehart take the stand? Lottehart, you are a research student at your university. That I am. Good. Begin by telling us what you saw the night of the incident. And don't add anything trivial or subjective. Understand? Her eyes are really far apart. You know, I never really noticed that, but kind of, yeah. You all need to learn some manners. Understand? Yeah, I understand. Very well, your testimony, please. That's actually true. Yeah, I didn't even notice it. Witness's account. It was Christmas Eve. Just after midnight, I reckon. Wait, what? How was it Christmas Eve if it was after midnight, meaning on... Wait, I'm so confused. I was in my car. I heard this bang come up from the lake. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat. Then there was another bang. There wasn't nary a thing on the lake but that boat. Enough. Huh? Judge? She happened to take a photo of the incident. That was the left hand? Yeah, that was the left hand. Although that's only a graphic, that's not actually evidence, unfortunately. Well, this is a surprise. This looks like the very moment of the murder. It's very... Yeah, I don't know. Bruh moment. Order. I will remove people from this courtroom if I do not have order immediately. I like how they're... Okay, well, never mind. As the witness testified, she looked at the lake when she heard the shot. There are no other boats on that lake. So, the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. Yes, it was the defendant, Miles Edgeworth. Order. I will have order. Well, Judge. The evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. Very well, the court finds the defendant. Wait, Your Honor. I haven't cross-examined the witness yet. A cross-examination? His eyes. We have photographic proof. What question can there possibly be? This photo is worth 1,000 words, and they all read guilty. You lose. Or you claim to have found a contradiction in her testimony. Very well, if you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. You will only flounder and ask meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything. And then I will have you held in contempt of court. Nick, contempt. Contempt of court, you know? I guess I understand. Well, what are you going to do? Do you really think there was a contradiction with the facts in your testimony? Yeah, sure. I think I noticed one little thing. Well, I'm impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything. Alright, let's take him on. Yeah, I got a bad feeling about this. I understand. I will cross-examine the witness. Very well. I pray for your sake this isn't a waste of time. It was Christmas Eve, just as midnight, I reckon. Just after midnight, you say? In other words, it was no longer Christmas Eve, but Christmas Day. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Hey, yeah, well, yes. I know you want to find contradictions, but really. Uh, I hope your next contradiction is a little more relevant to the trial. Witness, continue your testimony. I was in my car. Why were you camping there anyway? I'm a research student at my university. I was taking pictures to use in my research. What research? This all sounds suspicious. Miss Hart, could you be more specific about your research? I guess we're not pressing her harder. What does the witness's motive in camping by the lake have to do with the case? The answer is nothing. I object to this line of questioning. Objection sustained. Wait now, I'm the one who says that. Well then say it already. Objection sustained. Thanks for nothing, Your Honor. He just sustains his own objections. I heard this bang come up from the lake. So, you weren't looking at the lake at that time? Nope. I looked after I heard that noise. She said that already. I asked you to find contradictions, not leisurely chat with the witness. Ugh. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat. Could you clearly see the two men? Just look at the picture. Clear enough for ya? Uh-oh. Press further. Wait a second. I wasn't asking you about the photo. I was asking if you saw the two men. Oh yeah, well, of course. The witness has testified that she saw them. There's also a photo. You'd best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions. He jumped in quick. He's hiding something. Then there was another bang. Were you watching the very moment the shot rang out? Well, yeah, sure. You're asking meaningless questions. Meaningless! Contradictions, Mr. Wright. Not meaningless babble. When Karma, I think I hate you. He's trying to keep me from talking to the witness. To what end? Yeah, something about the 3 shots and the 2 shots thing. There wasn't a nary thing on the lake but that boat. Are you sure about that? Yeah, sure as a country gal can be. Sounds pretty sure. How come you're so sure? Well heck, I scanned the whole lake. Scanned the whole lake? That almost sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat. Miss Hart, you... present a gun with 3 shots when she talks about the second shot? Mr. Wright, the witness has answered the question in full. No need for further questions. Objection sustained. That's what I'm... Sustained! Yes, of course. Oh, great. My mother scare me, oof. Enough. We can't present the gun with 3 shots when she talks about the second because... she never says there is no third shot. She only She only talks about the two, but she never says there's no third. I think we've heard all we need to hear, Mr. Wright. It seems you're unable to find a contradiction in the testimony worth noting. But, Your Honor, you keep your promise. Mr. Wright, I'm afraid that I will have to penalize you for any further outbursts by holding you in contempt of court. And if that happens, you'll have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood? Uh-huh. Nick, Lotta's testimony is fishy, Nick, real fishy. I know what you mean, but if I can't say anything, what can I do? I believe we've covered the evidence sufficiently to make a decision. Then, pass your judgment. Very well. Mr. Miles Edgeworth, please take the stand. Hold it. Who was that? It was me. Maya. Is something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities? No, I do not. Lotta Hart. Your testimony stinks. It's unclear whether you were actually looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful that you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth. This is a matter of life or death. Lotta, do you really clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire that pistol? You will stand down. The court does not acknowledge the defense's outburst. Answer me, Lotta. What's the big idea, treating me like some kind of criminal? Whoops. I saw him, I swear it. I saw Edgeworth. Enough. Judge, declare the defense in contempt of court. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. Guard, escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom. He's in contempt of court and must leave. No. No! Wait! I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor. Nick is innocent. Oh no. Ha! What's the difference? All that remains is for the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Wrong. Wrong. What? Did you hear what Miss Hart just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony. That changes her testimony, and I have a right to cross-examine her again. Oh my god, the clutch. Order, 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 order. You're in contempt of court. It's too late for wild claims. Judge, sustain my objection. I'm sorry, Mr. Von Karma, but I cannot. What? Miss Lotta Hart has made a new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again. But he's in contempt of court. No, I am. If you're going to arrest someone, arrest me. Very well. Maya Fey, you will leave the courtroom immediately. Nick, I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Good luck. Maya. Peh, I care not for this melodrama. Listen well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering of my witness. Running out of time. I'd better find a contradiction in here or else. Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination. Oh, is this... That's it? Uh-oh, I don't know if I can find anything in that. Wait, say that again? That's it? But I can't squander Maya's effort either. Did you? Did you though? Got you. Got you, Miss Hart, finally. What? You got what? Look at this photograph. The photo I took. The very same. There's something I want you to see in this photo. It's quite clearly visible. The fog, Miss Hart. So, so? Yeah, and besides, it's so foggy. This picture was taken with professional high quality film, correct? Yet even it could not capture the faces of the men on the boat. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How? What? What? Mr. Wright has a point. That's why I told her not to say that in her testimony, please. Yet now she has said it, Mr. Von Karma. How could she possibly say Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself. Miss Hart, what? Could you see the defendant that night? Of course, I said I could, and I meant I could. And then please, testify as to the circumstances of reciting. I did it. Finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague testimony. How Edgeworth was seen. You're right. It was a cold night, and the fog was thick as grits. So once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise out on the lake, I looked with my binoculars. See, no problem. You used binoculars? Very well. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. This one better be good. So, how could you see Edgeworth? Now, just hold your horses for a second. Your hasty Yankee types never find a gal where I'm from. Defense attorneys have trouble with that as it is. Nobody loves me. So once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back. Your camera? Yeah, it's got an automatic. The issue we're concerned with here is Miss Hart seeing Mr. Edgeworth. The camera has nothing to do with this at all. Objection sustained. She's not letting her answer any of my questions. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. Binoculars? Yeah, binoculars. Yesterday, you mentioned that you were out looking for shooting stars, correct? Well, yeah. Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars for that? I got that about your camera, too. Was that really to take pictures of the meteor showers? The camera is irrelevant to this case. You can't say that for certain. Mr. Wright. Is the camera really relevant to this case? If you believe it is, you may continue with this line of questioning. But know this. If you found nothing with this, there will be consequences. Well, Mr. Wright, do you wish to press further about the camera? Of course, shut the up, Karma, yeah. This is make it or break it time. The camera is of utmost importance, Your Honor. I really need to do homework and I don't know what to do for it. Shaking my head. Off topic. Well, can only wish you good luck with that. It is perhaps the key of this entire case. Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning. Oh, maybe I went a little overboard there. Very well. Miss Hart, you will testify to the court about the camera. Yeah, I hear ya. The camera was set up to take pictures of a meteor shower. I think that's a contradiction. Wait, I'll save. It's because she's like the Grossberg said. But then, yeah, exactly. First of all, why is it facing the lake? And second of all, comets don't make noises, so yeah, got it. You're photographing shooting stars? That's a lie. Says who? I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointed directly at the lake. You have to point a camera upwards to take photos of the stars, Mrs. Hart. Oof! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? The witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor. Well then, what exactly was she photographing? Your Honor, take a look at this. What was Mrs. Hart trying to photograph at the lake? Probably Gordy. Miss Hart, this is what you were trying to photograph. What's this? A newspaper article. Gordy? Ah, the sighting at Gord Lake. Well, Miss Hart? I never heard of no lake monster. You got proof or something? Do I have proof? Hot news. Yeah, I guess the camera again. I have proof. I have it. Proof. Intriguing. Very well, let's see it. And no joking around this time. Wait, what? Whoops. Okay. What is proof that the witness was trying to photograph Gordy Lake Monster? The second person was Gordy, not a person. Well, by process of elimination, it would have to be the camera again. The proof, Miss Hart, is your own camera. Your camera was set to take photos in response to loud noises, correct? Thus, this photograph here, taken when a gun fired on the lake, was taken when a gun fired on the lake. And here, this article about Gordy. According to this article, Gordy made a loud noise when it emerged. Well, you're trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? That's why you had set up your camera to respond to loud noises. Order. I see. I too thought it was a little strange. Yeah, sure. Well, Miss Hart, you're camping there to try and take a photo of Gordy, weren't you? Yeah. Not bad. Are all you lawyers that smart? So smart, boy. I was down there trying to photograph Gordy. You got me. So what? Huh? Karma hasn't said anything for a while. He's probably just bored of this. That don't change what I saw, does it? Exactly. What you just used several precious minutes of our time to prove is nothing more than that the witness is an idiot who thinks monsters exist. Hey! But as she so succinctly said, I don't know how to pronounce that. It changes nothing. Not true. You are hiding the whole thing about Gordy for some reason. I know it. Well, what could it have been? Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this. Miss Hart, why did you hide the fact that you were searching for Gordy from the court? Please revise your testimony. Right, fine, I'll testify. It won't change nothing though. Something will change. It has to. And I'm going to spot it. Laura's new testimony. Testimony deluxe. Actually, I'm not a research student at my university. At a university. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake. But that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked right straight out at that lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched that boat the whole time. Then I saw a flash near one of the men's end, and I heard another gunshot. I was looking right at that boat the whole time, crossed my heart and hoped to fry. Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Objection. The witness's testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she is a research student or a photographer has no bearing on this case. There is no need to waste more of our time with another pointless cross-examination. I claim the defense's right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Von Karma's up to something. I know it. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her because... Why? Was there a contradiction? Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. You seem sure of yourself. You must have something in mind. Ha! That would be a first. Aha, very funny. You understand that this is your last chance at a cross-examination, Mr. Wright. If there is no problem with the testimony this time, we will let the witness leave. I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Wright. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. Then what manner of person are you? I'm not sure I'm a highfalutin enough to be called a manner of anything. I'm an investigative photographer. An investigative photographer? Yep. You get your photo and sell it to the press. It's that kind of business. Hey, I was taking pictures at my sister's graduation last year. And guess what? What? There was a UFO just hanging in the sky. A UFO? You know, an unidentified flying object. A UFO. That's when I heard... That's when I had sort of a revelation. I knew I should become an investigative photographer. UFO. Yeah, just... I see. Kind of a shaky basis for a career. UFO. Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster. Is Gordy really all that newsworthy? Heck yeah, they even had him up on the TV. I'm not sure that appearing on the local news is rumor of the month segment qualifies. Last month's segment was Bigfoot sighted on Acorn Hill, I believe. Hey, they also had a picture of him in the newspaper, for real. Mr. Wright, this is one fight I do not believe you can win. Let's keep moving, shall we? Yes, Your Honor. That's why I was camping out by the lake. That's why you put the automatic sensor on your camera? Yep, borrowed it from a university professor. It analyzes every sound it picks up. When it gets a bang, it snaps a shot. Yep. So how many pictures has it taken so far? The only time the camera triggered was that night. But that's all I was hiding. I think it's time you told us why you felt you had to hide your true purpose at the lake. Heck, if word got out what I was up to, the lake would be swarming with competitors. Competitors? Yeah, second-rate shutterbugs trying to steal my scoop. Ah, is that the only reason you were hiding the truth? Well, actually... Well, Mr. Wright, I'll not have you asking questions with no relevance to this case. Whatever you say, Von Karma, I know you told her to keep quiet. When I heard the bang, I looked right straight out at the lake, that lake. Exactly what sort of sound was it? Well, I never heard one before, so I can't say for sure, but it sounded like a gunshot. It was a lot sharper a sound than I would have expected. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched that boat the whole time. There wasn't much else to look at? Yep. I don't know if she heard a bang and she thought Gordy was out there. I kind of doubt she'd waste any time looking at a boat. What did I do now? What are you giving me that look for? Definitely suspicious. Maybe it's time for some evidence. Witness, continue. Hold your hush puppies, Pops, I'm getting there. And then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot. Was there nothing on the lake but their boat at that time? Oh wait, so you're thinking maybe he was shot from some other place? I don't think so, nope. The lake was as smooth as glass, and nobody was on the shore either. Better find some sort of contradiction in this testimony. I won't be able to beat Von Karma any other way. There has to be something. Yeah, that's him. Phoenix said he... Do I present this? Yeah. Miss Hart, were you really looking at that boat? What's with you? Of course I was looking at it. It was the only thing out there. Any normal person be looking at it. I agree, any normal person would. But you are far from normal. What? Y'all wanna step over here and say that? We were camping at the lake to take a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gordy, that's what. You wouldn't give the boat a second thought. Order, continue, Mr. Wright. You testified that you were watching the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch that boat. You needed them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing. Yo. Well? Well, now that y'all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gordy might be out there and all. Miss Hart, are you saying that you are not watching the boat then? Sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really. I thought, you know, I could be witness to a murder and all. Kinda got excited. I was sure I was watching that boat till now. This is totally uncalled for. But hey, you got the photograph, you got proof. Still, we can't see who is shooting who in this. That's right. That's why I took this photograph and... Witness, that's enough. You've had a long day. Shut your pie hole. Shut my what? What was she going to say? She took the photo and what? Wait a second. She even had the photograph to prove it. But you really can't tell from the photo who is shooting. That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. She said it'll drop the quality a mite, but should let us see who's who. She enlarged it, yeah. She enlarged that photo. Why won't Von Karma let her show it? I've got a hunch. I bet that enlarged photo saw something bad for Von Karma. This is my chance. If I'm wrong though, I'm in prison for Edgeworth or worse. What should I do? Make her show the enlargement. Miss Hart, look at this photograph. You enlarged this photograph, did you not? Yeah, I did. Why has that enlarger not been presented to the court? Because it does not exist. What are you all talking about? You're the one who told me not to show it in court in the first place. You old fool. What's the meaning of this, Mr. Von Karma? Miss Hart. Show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement. The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence. Objection denied. The witness will show the enlargement to the court. Here it is. Ah! So here we see our left hand. We still cannot see who's firing in this. It could be the defendant, or maybe it's not. Lefty, yeah. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence. Happy now, Mr. Wright? There has to be something. You asked for the lantern, you got the enlargement. And little good it has done any of us. That's why I requested you not show it. Suppose it means that the cross-examination is over, obviously. Then I would like to cross the cross-examination of Miss Lotta Hart. And none too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time. Mr. Von Karma, do you have anything to add? I stated everything I needed to when this trial began. Decisive evidence and a decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. Then, I believe it is time for me to declare my verdict. Wait, it's not supposed to go like this? There has to be a clue in this photo somewhere. This is bad, real bad. What should I do? Object to the enlargement, show other evidence. Wait, Your Honor, this evidence. I believe we have spent enough time talking about evidence. Indeed, we've heard opinions on every piece of evidence but this enlargement. See no point in retracting our steps. This is bad, real bad. What should I do? Wait, what? Oh! Okay, well, object to the enlargement. Your Honor, there is something decidedly strange with this enlargement. What might that be? Mr. Wright, you will show the court what you mean. What about this photo is strange? Okay, here goes nothing. I'll show the judge what's strange about this photo. The left hand. Here, Your Honor. The shooter? I'm not sure I understand. What about the shooter is strange? Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor. The hand? The hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence. This man's left hand does what? Let me show you. I'll show you the evidence that left hand contradicts. The evidence is clear. The man in this photograph is holding that pistol in his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon were from Edgeworth's right hand. Ergo, the man shooting the pistol in his photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth. Checkmate. Now that everyone in the courtroom has quieted down, I would like to reconvene this court of law. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? You have given us definitive proof today. We now know that it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired that pistol that night. However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, then who shot our victim? Precisely. As we have seen, there were no other people on the lake that night. Who but the defendant could have shot the victim? Larry. Miss Hart, the victim himself. There is only one explanation remaining. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself. Order, order. So, you're saying that the victim committed suicide? Well, actually, yes, Your Honor. I can think of no other explanation. Indeed, that does seem to be the only remaining opinion. I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright, but suicide is out of the question. What? An examination of the victim's wounds reveals the distance at which he was shot. The distance? The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away. A meter? That's 3 feet. Three? There is no way it could have been suicide. Order, order. Mr. Von Karma, are you sure of the accuracy of your data? Of course, I had already considered the possibility of suicide, you see. I see. Very well, allow me to state my opinion. Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, the prints on the ground reveal that the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend proceedings for this trial for the day. The court orders the defense and the prosecution to further investigate this matter. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. That is all. This court is adjourned. December 26th, 1:15 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Phew, that was a close one. Hey, don't you have anything to say? No, I have yet to be declared innocent, right? Well, yeah, but what happened out there on that lake anyway? He didn't commit suicide, and who? The shooter was about a meter away, too. What? Don't give me that look. I did not kill him. I was just kidding around. Look, I'm going to go check on Maya. Oh, right. What? Tell her something for me. What? Tell her to watch that. Tell her to watch what she says in court. That's all. Would it kill you to just state how you really feel with it? Thanks, Edgeworth. I requisitioned a transcript of Lotta's entire testimony. I thought it might give me some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Of course, she didn't see the shooter, so the only part of her testimony that stood was the bang she heard. I heard 2 sounds like gunshots just after midnight. To be continued. Alright, that was day 1 of case 4. Thank you all for watching this. Case 4 is so much fun. But yeah, I'll continue tomorrow, hopefully. And see you everyone. Goodbye.